Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? I am just getting logged in here and getting set up. I hope everybody is doing well. Let everyone kind of come in here as we slow roll our way into this office hours. Hello, Jackie. What's up, Jackie? Do. Hello, Robert Boucher. Just giving a couple minutes for people to join us, and then we will get started. What's up, Ann? Good morning. New to haven't yet set up products, Ann. Okay, we will certainly cover setting up products, setting up your shop. That's something we try to do every Wednesday because we always have new people joining us, and oftentimes they make their way to our office hours, and that's when we kind of cover anything and everything you want to discuss. So let me kick things off like I always do. Vicky, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're new as well. My name is Jon Lincoln. I am the founder of goimagine, and this is Office Hours. Office Hours is meant specifically for Ann and Vicky, for the two of you. For anyone who wants to discuss goimagine, talk about what's going on, also go over setting up shop, and answer any questions you might have on getting things going. So with Ann and Vicky here, I'm definitely going to cover a lot of that. We got Crazy Cat Lady Crafts just joined us. Hello, welcome. You've been here before, Crazy Cat Lady. I know that. And yeah, we've had a lot of things going on the background. We've been securing a lot of the site. There was some bugs that were happening that we had to fight through the past week, but we've successfully come out the other side. What's up, Ryan? Kind of new as well. You have some products set up, but haven't set up featured for Mosaic. All right, so Ryan, we'll cover a little bit about Mosaic and how to set up Mosaic as well. What's up, Shirley and Pat? So let's get right to it. So for Ann, Vicky, and Ryan, let's talk about setting up your shops and what you can do to kind of get off to a good start here. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. So you should all be able to see my screen right now. While I'm sharing my screen, I can't see everyone writing, but I'll jump back in a minute. We always recommend starting with our help center. So for those who are new, jumping into the help center is where you want to kind of kick things off. You can get there in two different ways. You can either go to help.goimagine.com, or if you're in our dashboard, you're going to see in the top right corner a little question mark, and that's just going to bring you to the exact same place, to our help center. And to get going, we always recommend starting with our getting started checklist. This is kind of a step-by-step guide to get going before you put your products into your shop. Really, you want to do the housekeeping of setting up your shop before you actually start adding products, because there's a lot of things you want to do in setting up your brand and setting up your identity, so to speak, within the marketplace. The steps are pretty self-explanatory, and they kind of walk right through them on the left side of the goimagine shop settings. The about section, this is your time to shine. This is really where you want to focus not just on your shop name, but your shop tagline, your maker profile picture to advertise who you are, and your maker profile to talk a little bit about yourself, your experience, why you do what you do, maybe a little flavor about where you're from or your family, stuff that's going to make people really want to buy from you. We always think at goimagine that people buy handmade not just for the product. They buy handmade sometimes for the story. They buy handmade to feel like they're supporting a maker and an artist. They buy handmade because they want to feel connected with the seller, right? If they're going to buy from an anonymous person that's manufactured, they're going to go on Amazon to do that. They're going to go on eBay to do that. But when people are buying handmade, it's that story about who they're buying from that really hits home. And so you do want to spend some time working on your profile picture and also working on your bio, on who you are, what you do, why you do it, and adding some flavor around maybe even your personal life. I've got 2 dogs. I like going hiking. I grow watermelons in the backyard. Whatever it is you do, you can add a little flavors to create more of a personal touch to your buyers. Then we get into our appearance section. This is where your branding matters. This is where creating your shop banner for your website, your logo, your invoice logo, which is probably the same, but we recommend different sizes. And so your banners, if I were to go to a, let's see here. If I'm going to go to one of our shops within GoImagine, your banner's right at the top here. This is what everyone's going to see in terms of your advertisement. Then you're going to have your logo on the bottom left. So really focus on your banner and your logo to really start branding your shop outside of just your products. Continuing on after that, social media. This is where you can have outbound links, or if you want people to connect with you off of GoImagine, we certainly are fine with that, and we recommend that because that's how you can start building a following of your people. If they want to connect with you on Facebook, connect with you on Instagram, connect with you on Pinterest, wherever you might be, you can enter your links here so that people can connect with you. Step 4, which I arguably is actually the most important step, is connecting Stripe. Hopefully you already know that our payment provider is Stripe. So you have to sign up for a Stripe account, which is free. And they take 2.9% plus 30 cents a transaction, I believe, which is the cheapest in the market that we've seen. And that's where you set up your free payment connection and then connect it to your GoImagine shop simply by following the help steps we have here. So we walk you through how to do that. If you want to receive text message alerts for when you get orders, you can set those up by following the instructions here, which is very simple. Just simply going to your profile and ensuring that you've entered your phone number and consent to receive SMS text messages. Shipping is the type of thing where for a lot of people, you're not going to have to touch shipping. By default, real-time USPS Ground Advantage and priority shipping is set up in your shop. So you have to do nothing. All you have to do is make sure the weight of your products is set up, and then our system will automatically calculate the cost of shipping based on the weight of the product. Now, if you want to set up your own rates, if you have a flat rate you want to charge where it's just $10 flat no matter where it's going, you can do that as well. And we have help articles here guiding you on creating manual flat price shipping on how to do that. Or if you want to do it based on tiers, where you also have the ability to do, at a certain threshold, maybe anything over $40 becomes free, or things like that you can do within the shipping as well. Shop policies is one of the areas that you're going to want to focus on, especially when it comes to processing times and if there's a return policy you offer. So this is where in the shop policies, anything that's the terms and conditions purchasing from you, you want your customers to know, you put it here. So you, in no uncertain terms, they know if they can return the product, they know how long it's going to take to get the product. Any of that business stuff you can put into the shop policies. And now we're going to get into the actual creation of products. After you're done with those steps, one thing for everyone to know is that we do an Etsy product import. So if you're on Etsy and you want us to import for you, it's very easy. You simply go to your Etsy account, follow these steps here, and then you can download a CSV of a file of all your products, and then you simply email it to support@goimagine.com. When you email it to us, our support team is going to import it into your shop, and that's going to give you a very big head start to getting products into your shop. I will say that this process doesn't do all of it. What I mean by that is if you have options and variations in Etsy, it doesn't bring those over. You'll still have to create the options on those products. If you have any Etsy wording within the descriptions, you might want to update the descriptions just to reflect that you're on GoImagine. So you're going to have to do some cleanup. Assigning your products to categories is another big one, making sure that your products are in the right GoImagine categories. That said, this is a huge head start. It gets you all of your pictures, all of your product titles, all of your product descriptions, all of your product prices. All of that is going to get imported for you. All you have to do is then just clean things up, and then once they're clean, activate them. Then when it comes to, where are we? We do an Etsy review import. There is a cost to that. That's only $10. But if you want us to import your Etsy reviews, we can certainly do that. Creating your own custom shop categories. This is important if you want to customize what categories people see so they can browse your products. And then start adding your products. And adding products, we have a lot of product help articles here, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's as easy as going into the dashboard, going to the product catalog, and choosing add new product and walking through the steps here. And the steps are pretty self-explanatory: creating a title, choosing the categories they're assigned to, the description, is it a physical or digital product? Are you activating it now? Adding product photos, doing pricing and quantity if you're going to track inventory, things like that. Let me bop back here for a second here. Sorry, I want to see if we have any yeah, so Erwin is asking the question, can you get dimension sizes for goimagine? And it looks like we already shared that article. So there you go, Erwin. You can do that. Now, what is Erwin talking about? Let me share my screen, and we'll walk through that. So if you have a mosaic, I will mention that there are a few more steps to setting up mosaic after you do the 7 steps of setting up your shop. Now, these 7 steps that we recommend to start with, this is whether or not you're on Mosaic, whether or not you have your own private website, because at the end of the day, you still need to add your logo. You still need to connect Stripe. You still need to add your outbound links. There's a lot of these items you want to do anyway. So whether you're on Mosaic or not, you're going to want to do these 7 steps. Now, for those who have their private website with us, that is what's called Mosaic. So I'm going to go into our Mosaic setup checklist. And to get there, we have a whole section here. Oops, sorry, I clicked the wrong link. If I go back to our main support page, you'll see we have Mosaic specific help articles. And the Mosaic setup checklist is where I would start, because that leads you through these other help articles. The first thing is setting up your featured products. These are the products that are giving you the ability to curate your homepage. So if we go to, I think Wild Gatherings, I always use you, Shirley, as a good example. Shirley has a wonderful shop. And what you're going to find is that on her homepage, there are featured products that she's decided she wants people to see. So you can curate your homepage choosing which products are on the homepage. It's really the same thing goimagine does. If you go to goimagine's homepage, we do the exact same thing. So right on goimagine's homepage, we have our featured products that we change up every week. This is something that Steph Romke, if you know Steph, is doing for us. She does a wonderful job curating the homepage of all the different banners and all the different curated products. So we do the same thing at goimagine that you can do on your Mosaic shop, which is choosing your featured products. And you can follow those steps there on our help article here on how to set up featured products. Next up is the custom shop categories. This is where you can create a browsing experience for your customers. There's different ways you can set that up. If you look at Wild Gatherings, which is Shirley, she has the horizontal setup where you can see all of her categories right in the top here that people can choose from. Now, when you go to the mobile view, let me show this on a phone, it becomes more of a hamburger drop down. So you'll see these little 3 lines here that then opens up the categories, which is more of a mobile experience. And you can choose to have this mobile experience on the desktop as well. So I believe if I go to fancynancy.com, which is our test shop, you're going to see even on desktop, we're using the 3 lines. So up here is where you get to your categories. But these categories are definitely where you can create a custom browsing experience so that your buyers can easily get to different areas. It's not required to have custom categories, but it's definitely helpful. After your custom categories, you get into your custom banners. And this was the question that just came up. So there are different sizes we recommend for the banners you use. So we have a Mosaic custom banners article here, which talks specifically about the size of the desktop banner we recommend, the size of the mobile banner we recommend, the size of the promo banners, whether it's 16 by 400 or 800 by 400, if depending on how you want to set up your banners. And now, where do these promo banners exist? If I go into our shop here, our shop admin panel, and I go under Mosaic, you're going to see there's a Mosaic banners link. This is where you can set up your primary banner, which is the first banner they see on desktop or mobile. They can all link. One thing important to mention is that all these banners can have links attached to them. So they can click that banner and it will bring them to a category page. It can bring them to your blog. It can bring them to your Facebook page. It can bring them really anywhere. So these custom banners you can create that also direct people to click on it and go somewhere else. So these banners act not just as advertising banners, but they also create actions people can take. And the same is true with the promo banners. So if we go back to Wild Gatherings as an example, Shirley has a number of banners here, and they all have hyperlinks. So she has a maker's journey here, and if you click on it, it goes to her About Us section with videos. You can also click on this to see her reviews. And if you wanted to, you could also click on create, like I mentioned before, find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram, check out my blog, whatever it is you want to write. And the final step when it comes to Mosaic, people often make this the first step, but the final step is, there's one more step before that. There's matching your color theme, which you can do within Mosaic. So under theme settings, you can also match your colors. So you can decide what colors match your brand. And then the final step is creating your custom domain. Now, creating your custom domain, we help you with. It's pretty simple. And you can, from here, click on the help article on the steps you have to take. But it's pretty simple. If you bought the domain from us at goimaginedomains.com, we can set it up for you. You just let us know you bought it, and then we can do all the connections. If you own the domain with another domain registrar, let's say you've done it with GoDaddy or Namecheap or any of the other ones, well, then in which case we give you the name servers. You go into your registrar, enter those name servers, and then come back to us and we'll finish the connection. But either way, what the custom domain does is allows you to have, in this case, Wild Gatherings has wildgatherings.com, right? Or Fancy Nancy has fancynancy.com. Good up here. So Estelle asks, can you import from other platforms or is it just Etsy? So the short answer is, Estelle, yes, you can. We can update listings from other platforms with the caveat that you have to be able to download CSV files from that platform. We don't have instructions for all the platforms out there to do that, but a lot do it. You can email us that file, and we can't guarantee what's getting uploaded, right? And what I mean by that is some platforms will download more data than others. Some won't give you pictures, so we can't upload pictures if they're not giving you picture links. Etsy does. So Etsy's import is pretty extensive, but they're not all that way. But if you do want to export from another platform and you can get us a CSV and email it to our support team, we can certainly take a look at it and potentially do it and do that import. What's up, Michelle Brooks? And so Estelle, for the videos, so you can put videos on your Mosaic site. So that's something we had the ability in our old dashboard that we're eventually going to bring to the new dashboard. I don't like showing it too much just because more and more people are using our newer dashboard. But if you ever need to, we call it our legacy dashboard. And what the legacy dashboard is our older dashboard. Most of the functionality is in our new, more modern look. We built this dashboard to be more modern. You'll see when we get into our legacy dashboard here, assuming I can log into it. course, I have to remember the password. There we go. So this dashboard for vendors is the same thing except our older one. And the one thing I just wanted to mention to you is that under shop settings, we don't have as many help articles about this because people are using our new dashboard. You do have the ability to enter a video link. So you can embed a video for your shop description. Your maker profile or your shop description. So there's a video embedded link here where you can embed a video if you get the link from YouTube or Vimeo or a video site. So if you have a YouTube video you want to embed, you can do that through our legacy dashboard. So hopefully that answers that question. Oh, was I not sharing my screen there? I think I wasn't sharing my screen. Let me go back. So what I was showing was you have the ability to go to your legacy dashboard, which is here. Under shop account, go to your shop settings. And then under the meet the maker section, which is what Shirley was doing, this is where you have the ability right here to embed a video link. So if you had a video you wanted to embed in the description within the text, you can embed video. But you do have to do it from our legacy dashboard. You can't do it from our primary dashboard right now, since that's a feature that does not exist yet. Erwin asks, is it possible to have weight differences in global options for a product? Have variations of the same product that are different weights, which affects the shipping costs? So yes, let me see here real quick. Go to global options. Actually, now that I think about it, we have it just for price, not for weight. So you have the ability, let me share my screen. So when you're creating options that are tied to products, you can either do it from our global options section, or you can create it from the product itself. So if you're on a product, you can scroll down to options, click add an option. This is where you can say, bird feeders. Let's pretend you sell bird feeders. Bird feeders, right? I'm going to say bird feeder size is what we'll call it. So size of bird feeder. So we have an option of different sizes for bird feeders. We'll say it's small, medium, large. You can put dimensions. You can put whatever you want. This will be a drop-down list. And then we're going to create variants. And I'm going to say the first variance is called small, and it's, I don't know, a 10 by 8 bird feeder. Well, in that case, we're going to say the price is just, zero. It's going to be whatever the price is. Let's say it was $20. Choosing this option, it's a $20 product. If we say a medium is 11 by 17, maybe that increases the price by $10. So this variant here is increasing the price. So we're going to say it's going to increase by $10. And then the large, which is, I'm just making things up here, which is 15 by 25, is going to increase by $20. So to answer your question, right now in the new dashboard, you can't do it by weight per se. But what you can do is, knowing that the medium weighs a little bit more or costs a little bit more to make, the large weighs more and costs more to make, you can increase the price from 0, 10, 20, whatever it might be. So as they get bigger, you can say, I'm going to charge $10 more for this, $20 more for that. So when they have a drop-down list, so when we say drop-down, let me see if I can find a product that has a drop-down. So in this case, you have the drop-down for red, blue. And this is a perfect example where I've got 4 choices here when I'm buying this product. Do I want the red one, the blue one, the green one? And if I choose the gold one, it increases the price by $5. So you'll see by default, this is a $15 product. But if I purchase the gold version, it's charging me $5 more. So that's the ability for you to fluctuate the price of options. And hopefully that's something that will work for you. All right. Heather, is there any downside to using the legacy dashboard for now? No, not necessarily. I mean, the legacy dashboard still works. We did get a lot of feedback. This is going back a couple years where people felt the older dashboard was too difficult to use. It was too complicated. It was too antiquated. It was very old looking. So we built a new dashboard to be more modern, be more user friendly. But for those who are familiar with the old dashboard and they like using the old dashboard, we don't have any intention of taking it away immediately. And there are some options that are in the old dashboard that aren't in the new one yet. Most have come over. But yeah, you can certainly use the old dashboard. So Bella, Pat Chance, how do I attach my hyperlink to my Meet the Maker top banner I made in Canva? Sure. So what you're going to want to do is first you're going to want to go to your website, and at the bottom you're going to see at the footer of your mosaic shop there's a Meet the Maker section, right? So regardless of what shop it is, you have under the About Us section Meet the Maker. Click on Meet the Maker, and it's going to give you this hyperlink. It's kind of a little bit of a goofy hyperlink, but this hyperlink is the link that goes directly to your Meet the Maker. From there, you copy and paste that, and you're going to go to your mosaic banners, upload the banner wherever you want to upload it. So if your Meet the Maker is, let's say, your second banner on the carousel, or maybe it's the promo banner here, you just have to enter it right here, or in fact here, I'll put it here. So I'll put it here for the promo banner, full width promo banner. I'm just going to add the URL here and save. And that will then allow your banner to start working. So now when you click on that banner, it will lead to, in this case, my Meet the Maker section. So that's where you can get your Meet the Maker link. And then that's how you can create a banner. In this case, Meet Nancy, learn more about the artist. And that'll go directly to it. All right. Oh, was I not sharing my screen? Oh, I'm not sharing my Stephanie. Why do I keep forgetting? All right. Let me go through that real quick again. So real quick, what I was showing was if you go on to your web page, in this case, fancynancy.com, you go to your custom website. At the bottom footer is where you're going to see the Meet the Maker section. So click Meet the Maker. Copy and paste the URL. So this is the URL, which again I mentioned a moment ago is a little bit of a goofy URL, but this is the URL that goes directly to your Meet the Maker page. And then you go to your the banners, the mosaic banners, and from here you have the ability to enter that. In which case, I entered the URL right here under the banner that I uploaded. Click Save, and that's it. And now that's going to start. That's going to connect to the banner. And I was showing this a moment ago, the Meet Nancy banner, directly to that web page. Deborah, the tracking inventory for variants is still something we're working on. I know it's been a little longer than we anticipated coming out, but it is definitely something that we are working towards. Grisfom, we should be able to help you with that redirect of your email. It depends on who your email provider was. Was Namecheap? Does Namecheap handle your email? Because that should be where the redirect happens. And is the email's still connected to, are you still using Namecheap as your registrar, I guess is the question. But definitely reach out to us at domains@goimagine.com. So yeah, so that should be a setting that's in Namecheap. I'm not sure why moving from Shopify to Mosaic would have changed your email forwarding on Namecheap. Because Shopify wasn't handling your email either, I don't believe. So any forwarding you were having should have been through Namecheap, if I'm correct. But I would definitely poke us at domains@goimagine.com, and our domains people can look into that, because it shouldn't break. We have tons of sellers who are forwarding their emails without a problem. So I know today was a lot about setup. I hope those who are having questions, I answered. If there aren't any other questions here, I am here every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Happy to jump in, show you how to do things, answer any questions. We do have some more updates on the way, which we're excited to release. More stability things we're doing to make the site faster and easier to use. And that's pretty much it. So I appreciate everyone's time today. And if there are no other questions, definitely come back next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I will be here, and we can talk more about GoImagine. Oh, sorry, buy 4 products and get 15% off, and then customers have to use a code. Amika said, sorry, buy 4 products and get 15% off. And then customers have to use a code like 15 off. So you can create a promotion. I'll show this real quick, Mika. So if you're going to create a promotion, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. So if you're creating a promotion, you simply go into promotions here, add a new promotion. We're going to say 15% off is what we're going to call it. When it's available, we'll say it's available for the next week. What's the discount type? We're going to say, is it a flat discount on the whole order or a discount off specific products? We're going to say a discount on every product, meaning it doesn't matter. And then a percent off. So we'll say it's 15% off. Once you set up the basics here, it's a 15% off promotion. This is where you add your conditions. The one condition you mentioned was maybe a coupon code. Where to use this, they have to type in 15 off. So the coupon code is 15 off. The second thing is you can't be number of products, but you can say subtotal of product price. This is where you can say they have to purchase $50 or more to get that 15% off. So we can't do it by product, saying buy 4 products, get 15% off. What we can do is say, spend over $50, you get 15% off, or spend over $30, you get 15% off. So it's more of a dollar amount than it is a number of products amount. There are some other conditions here you can add as well. Maybe it works on just specific products where you can set specific products, or how many times someone can use that code. Is it once per customer or a number of uses? But I think in your case, you'd want to do it based on a subtotal of the cart, meaning they have to, so maybe if your average product is $10, they'd have to get $40 or more to get the 15 off, and you can create a coupon code. You don't have to have a coupon code though. You can have this discount automatically trigger if they reach that amount they've purchased from you. So that's pretty easy as well. So hopefully that helps you there in the promotion. All right, wonderful, Mika. I'm glad that helped. Well, in that case, I appreciate everyone's time today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you here next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So have a great day, everybody, and I hope your week goes well. Thanks all. Bye.